So yeah, we saw the leaks for the games a little earlier. I don't think the extended lineup was on that initial leak. I don't believe.
No, it
Um,
was.
yeah. I mean, it's pretty much kind of stuff you expected to be on the list. People, I think some people were saying that they was like, Mark of the Wolves, City of the Wolves rather, is on there. It's like, well, it makes sense because it's the next big SNK game. KOF 15, being on the side, it's still there, but it makes sense. It's the next big game coming up. It will be out before EVO. So, I mean, and the
But
game
it
is looking
doesn't
like,
matter, Devin, because Fatal Fury and King of Fighters are two whole different franchises, and they shouldn't be replacing each other.
I mean, that's like saying that, let's say Street Fighter 5 or 6 is on the horizon and Street Fighter Cross Tekken was before. You think that that next game is not going to replace it? Like, come on now. And I mean, this game is looking like
I
it's
wish it
shaping up.
was Capcom, man.
And I mean, plus the game is shaping up. It's looking like it's shaping up to be really good. I think people are more hyped about this game than they were with 15. It looks great. I mean, it's got crossover characters, like guest characters with Ken and Chun-Li, which they haven't showed much on recently. Maybe they'll do some more on it like the next month or so.
That's true. They
So
have
yeah,
it.
yeah. So I think, I mean, it makes total sense. You have uh Tekken 8, Core Street Fighter, those are given, Guilty Gear, Grand Blue. Honestly, I kind of feel like Fatal Fury, but maybe getting closer would take that for. I don't know if these are in order. I don't think really. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess you could kind of say, but Under Night, that still makes sense. That it's up there. MK1. I mean, let's give it another year. I guess I guess that's not terrible. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's fine. It's MK. Let's give it another year. I mean, there's still people competing and playing it. So I mean, it's funny though. Like, I know the tweet that was made recently about the 8 players, but people are clowning this game everywhere. So if you're gonna get backlash and get mad at one person, you gotta do it to everybody. Somebody in the comment of this video said on the side, it says, if the chat will come back up, I don't lost the chat. But I can't find it. But somebody said, man, it's gonna be a whole 100 players playing MK. Somebody in a chat on the EVO, there's like a Gamatsu page. Somebody said, where's this comment about MK?
I think
Um,
last year MK1 only had like 300
yeah,
entrants, so, and you know it's going to be less
yeah.
this year.
It's somebody says, why bother having Mortal Kombat? I don't know anybody that seriously plays that crap. And then somebody says, because you haven't seen the community for yourself. And the last person says, was about to say the same thing. It is a hot turd of a title. So that's what people
My
think about.
goodness.
That's those not our words. That's But anyway,
Yeah, Mortal Kombat has 645. That was King of Fighters with 300 and something. So I think it's going to drop from 645.
yeah, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's reasonable. Marvel versus Capcom 2 being there makes sense. It came out this year, was kind of a revitalization of
Shouldn't
the
have been.
hey, hold on now. Watch it now. This is fighting game royalty we're talking about here. I mean, I played this game, had a lot of fun with it this year. So I want to see some Marvel 2, baby. I don't know about anybody else, I don't know about my co-host, but I'm trying to see some Marvel 2, baby. I'm hyped about the event that they're doing at Evo LA with the top guys of Marvel 2. I'm ready to see some Marvel, baby. And then we have like the side lineup, Rivals of Aether. Makes sense. It's kind of the new Smash replacement. I feel like it could have been in the top four, one of the top four spots, possibly.
Smash
Um,
replacement. What you talking about?
well, I'm saying, like, since Smash is not, able to be there anymore, it's
Oh, you
basically
talking about
the
that Evo? I'm
Smash.
about to say, hold on now. You got a lot of
Yeah.
dip on your
I
chip.
mean, hold on, Rivals of Aether is a solid game now. Like,
You
that's
talking about better than? Hold on, that's a debate for another day.
we got Virtua Fighter, of course. That's going to be because Virtua Fighter's got this hot track going with people hype about 6. I mentioned 15, Central Fiction. I'm actually interested to see Blaze Blue back here. KI again, which
Yeah.
is interesting because it's also not a PlayStation property, so people just love the game. And then you got 2 mystery lineups. But yeah, I'm excited about it. We did get the leak. New events, like I said, the LA thing with Marvel, that's going to be dope. So yeah, I mean, I'm here for it. Evo every year to see it. Want to see some good action. The top 8's coming back. That's dope. I think top 6 did feel a little weird. So, having top 8's would be dope. But yeah, Evo 2025, baby. It's around the corner.
It's Marvel, baby.
It's Marvel, baby.
I'm not gonna rehash any of what Mr. Game and Lift said. I wanted to like basically. I did want to say though that I find it's kind of a little sad that we have like a whole extra like lineup. We have like a whole main lineup, and you have a whole extended lineup, and Melty Blood still can't get in there, man. It's
I
like,
was just about to mention that because I was like, on the night is up here and Melty Blood's not like, hey,
we couldn't.
we are,
There's
maybe it's
no
one of the
Melty
mystery games.
Blood.
E.
Maybe it is. We'll cross our fingers. Hopefully, Melty Blood can make an appearance in like the extended lineup because that would be really cool. I
Extended
think
map.
like
I mean, in
the
the hierarchy of anime games, don't it goes like Guilty Gear, then right up under that, it'd be like
Blaze Blue.
Blaze Blue, then up under that, Uni, then up under that, Melty Blood. Like, don't people see like everybody kind of see like Melty is like, I won't say poverty, but like least famous like anime game.
I don't know, man. It's interesting because Melty Blood, like, legitimately, is a fun game. Like, it's actually a really fun game. Like, I played it back in like college and stuff, like just randomly with a friend, with some friends, and I was like, oh man, I like this game a lot. But anyway, it just then you get out into the real world to find out that not everybody is as big of a fan of the game as me and my friends were. Um, I think like the main lineup, it is a little strange to me because I do think that like I think a MK1 should probably be featured, but maybe not on the main, not in the main what's called lineup, maybe in the extended lineup. Like saying we were kind of saying before this show, it's kind of like you could just basically exchange MK1 with Virtual Fighter, Virtual Fighter 5, and then everything would be cool because I mean the hype for Virtual Fighter is actually at an all-time high right now, I think. And I wouldn't mind seeing, you know, seeing Lion get to be, yeah, that's why I call him Lion. People say it's pronounced Leon, but I say Lion. Saying Lion being like obnoxious on the main stage. Yeah. My time has come. You know,
Actually, you know what? No.
yeah, actually, yes, actually. Oh, what a knucklehead. Um, That I think that would be pretty cool. I think the criticism that was levied against like the MK1 that is that is justified. So yeah, I mean like saying like the actual player count is expected to drop. I definitely agree with that. And unfortunately, like there's just a whole lot of what's called variables that we like for those of you who've been following it, you know. But anyway, I think for the most part the lineup is pretty good. I think like I think it's cool that they actually have an extended lineup and they're actually promoting that this time. I think that's pretty cool. I think like some of these games do deserve a little bit more attention. I think it's actually really cool that they put Killer Instinct on here because I'm a little surprised that like that Killer Instinct is like that they put it on there, not because Killer Instinct is a bad game, but I feel like Killer Instinct is one of those games that's good but doesn't necessarily get as much recognition as it deserves from usually. So I think that's
Time
really
for a new
great.
one.
Yeah, it would be nice because
What y'all
like
do?
they say on there, what 2013,
Yeah.
20. Come on.
All right, well, it's time for the guy y'all came here to see. Um,
Oh, brother, this guy
they can kind of,
stinks.
This guy stinks.
right? Everybody, every time it's time for me to talk first, the Eric Bischoff song plays. Everybody's waiting for me, bro. I'm back. Everybody's ready, but I mean, they can kind of went through the lineup. It's really not much else for me to say about the lineup except RIP Melty, um, and then MK. What? It ain't there. Like they gave us an extended clip and it still ain't in the rotation. Like it's like an extra 7 games, 7, 8 games,
But do
and it
we
still
actually
ain't there.
do we act like we don't know where it's gonna be at Evo? Come on, bro.
Dang
The
it.
janitor closet, the janitor closet classic, bro.
Oh
Um,
man.
But yeah, so I think the lineup is pretty dope. Of course, there, the MK1 is questionable. It's great that Fatal Fury City of the Wolves is there. It's great to see, you know, Virtual Fighter Revo is actually going to be there. So we getting basically a year like Virtual Fighter. So I mean, this game is going to be in people's face. Like if I know Virtual Fighter 6 is going to be something different, but I mean, if you don't, I don't know if they're going to make Virtual Fighter 6 so different that if you don't like Virtual Fighter 5 Revo, the way it plays, or at least like how it looks, I'm not sure how you're going to feel about Virtual Fighter 6. I don't know. We're going to have to see like more gameplay of it and stuff like that. I mean, they are going to make it like, basically a whole new experience. So maybe that'll help. But hopefully, Virtual Fighter 5 Revo does a great job this year that people are actually like want to like invest in the game, whether you're playing it or whether you're watching it. Um, so Tokido is going into the EVO Hall of Fame. I mean, well deserved. Like I was telling everybody before this, like, I mean, Tokido is basically one of the top 5 players that if you say name a fighting game player, like his name is gonna come up. Justin Wong Daigo's already in there. I mean, after that, I mean, Tokido is coming like one or two name a player behind. So it's deserved that he's going to be there. Finals day is going to be a separate ticket again. So we know last year that basically to get into finals day, if you just bought a admission ticket to get into Evo, you automatically got into finals day. That was a whole brouhaha. It basically just was chaos. I mean, if you made it to get a seat, if you went up to even, go use the restroom, you wasn't getting a seat again. And then on top of that, the people who tried to get in there, people waited in snake wait for forever, like maybe hope to get into the venue and they didn't. So basically everybody paid the extra money just for to watch it at home. Or watch it in their hotel. Um, and that's a thing for a lot of people. A lot of people just don't even bother to do the Evo experience. They're like, hey, let's just get a group of our friends and we go watch it in somebody's hotel for the finals day. That's a thing that people do, So I think bringing back the finals day ticket being a separate thing is for the best. For those who want the experience, okay, they can do that. And for those who just want to come there and spend as less as they can and hang out with their friends, there's the option. So I think that's great. Maximilian's going to be back with his on-site watch party. I mean, I'm not saying it was bad. The only thing I can say is I really didn't tune into it too much because I try to like cover the events, so it's not really beneficial to me to keep up with Maximilian's stream. But Maximilian and Evo, I'm sure like a lot of fighting game people like. So I'm sure it'll be a great time for everybody involved. Top eights are back. I think did I already say that? Yeah, if I did, I may.
Oh, I mentioned it earlier, but
Oh, okay,
I
yeah.
think you might have said it
The
too.
top eights are back. I mean, you have people like Dr. B has been hitting us up already, basically saying like, look, they got MVC2 this year at Evo back when it's top eights, but he made top eight for MVC2 last year at Evo and he didn't get a trophy or he didn't get a medal, which sucked for a lot of people. A lot of games that they made, like people like I made top eight at Evo. Wow, and it's like you ain't got nothing to show for it. So that was something that was
Yeah.
terrible the last 2 years. Like, somebody like I finally made a top eight at Evo. Like, yeah, congratulations, buddy. Get out. You know, you
Here's
gotta show
here's some
somebody
roll
on
of toilet paper.
Liquipedia. Um, but that's about it. Um, it's gonna be back at the Las Vegas Convention Center, so I want to actually try to go this year because I've never been to the Las Vegas Convention Center. I know they had been there like in the past before like Mandalay Bay, but the Las Vegas Convention Center has got like an upgrade, so they're basically in like the upgraded area. So yeah, and we got all basically for the Evo LA show, we got like all the it's open now where you can go see all the categories and stuff like that if you want to go vote for the games and see what's all there. They got like the best buttons. I mean, they got like all types of like I'm trying to find it here, the Evo Awards. They got like all types of categories that I was like, okay, I didn't think it'd be like this, like the best button category. They got the best button is Dragonar's ignition switch, Luke's crouching medium punch, dash light attack from Grand Blue
Oh,
Fantasy versus Johnny Cage forward 3 in MK. And then the other categories are like best comeback, best commentary, best content creator, best cosplay, best custom hardware, best dress, best game release, best invitational, best local. I wonder what they got for best local.
hmm.
NLBC, TNS Online, About Dojo, Casa Bunch. But yeah, they got all types of unique, categories in here. So that's basically all what they announced. I mean, it's always a hype. It's always a hype time of the year for I mean, it's basically like FGC New Year. I mean, when
Yeah.
basically when Frosty Fostings is basically come around. That's when fighting games are basically like, look, here we are, we're back. Here's everything you can expect for the new year. And then next thing you know, Combo Burgers in May, CEO is in June, EVO is in basically early August. So like the FGC basically just dumps it all on you basically at one time, and then after that we can kind of start expecting like, okay, here's where the world tour start again. So yeah, so it's FGC New Year, everybody. Let's be happy and rejoice. We're all back with our favorite tournaments and players duking it out again. So anybody else got anything to add?
Like I said, man, like you described it perfectly. It's like a fighting game Christmas, a New Year. It's all in one. You get all these events. You get to see people duke it out in these games, see who's the best again. Well, I mean, now it's kind of divided up because you got certain other events that it's like, are they really the best in this? Because like Evo used to be the defining standard of like if you were the best, especially in Street Fighter or Tekken. But now that you have like a world tour event, some people might say, well, if they win that event, they're the best at that game. That's what solidifies it. But still, winning Evo is a a very respected accomplishment. So there's nothing to sneeze at, and I'm glad that people that will play a game if they finish top 8 this year, they will receive something. It doesn't matter what game it is, because I mean, let's be honest. Some people will have this rhetoric that he played he was playing Ninja Turtle Fighter 5 and he got top 8 and he won. It's like nobody cares, like, but he still won, and I think people seem to forget that just because there are not a lot of people playing a game, it's not like thousands of people. There's still killers in these games, and
Right.
usually there's more killers in those games than your big games, because it's like everybody that plays those games are insane. Skullgirls, for example. I remember when I first got into Skullgirls, I went online and everybody I played were Evo champions and the best players. So it's like you're not playing scrubs. If you win these games at events, Evo or whatever, it still should be respected. I don't care if it could be 10 people, 20 people. All of them probably gonna be hard as heck to beat. So it still deserves some type of respect and notoriety. So yeah, I'm glad that we got the top 8 thing coming back again. So that'll be dope. And I'm always ready to see some Evo, watch some fighting games.
Ditto.
Yeah, we can get back to a time where everybody just come together for, if you ain't going to Evo, everybody just come together for the watch parties again. Those were the days. What were
Oh
you finna
yeah.
say?
No, I agree with everything Mr. Game and Lift said, especially about like like the smaller the pool, the smaller the pool in a given fighting game, the greater likelihood that it's filled with sharks. You know what I mean? Like that's all that's going to be in there after a point, because these are the people that are still playing the game that are hard committed to being good at it. So of course they're going to be their skill level is going to be a lot higher. And like you said, like good players and Evo champs. Going online, it's like, oh, geez, I had no idea that I had just swam into shark infested water. So yeah, man, like I'm either way, it should be a good time.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try to go back again this year, man. If you've never been to Evo, I give you a tip. Don't go there trying to go in your fly shoes. Like, yeah, man, I'm finna be the drip lord when I go here. You gonna end up walking like Casper the Friendly Ghost. You just gonna be floating in the air because your feet
That's
gonna
not walking.
disappear. Like, you ain't gonna have no more feet. Like, I went to Evo for the first time wearing like, yeah, man, I'm gonna wear my custom Vans. and that's all I brought, you know. And like, man, I'm telling you, by the first day, like I didn't feel anything below the knee. Like it's so much walking at Vegas. It's so much walking at Evo. Like I'm telling you, go and buy you some regular black ugly Dr. Scholl shoes and just walk around looking like a doctor or something. Like